I recently met this devilishly sexy man, and we all know that as much as a red dress might get his attention, the real way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So I'm going to woo him with my tried and tested red velvet cupcake recipe. Not too sweet, not too salty, the perfect marriage of vanilla and chocolate with a deep, dirty scarlet color. Who could resist? Step 1, you want to take your dry ingredients, your flour and your baking powder and your salt, and sieve that together in one bowl. In a second bowl, you want to take your cocoa, vanilla extract, and beetroot juice. So you're going to stir it together until you have a mixture with absolutely no lumps in it. Next, I'm going to cream the butter and the caster sugar. Butter is one of those few rare things in life that you want to be soft rather than firm. Once your eggs are well mixed, you're going to add the rouge to your velvet. The reason why we use beetroot juice, not a lot of people know this, is actually because originally the vinegar and the cocoa, the unprocessed Dutch cocoa, when red velvet was first invented, would create a chemical reaction that would make the cake turn red. During the World War, there were cocoa shortages, and people started cheating and using a bit of beetroot to get back that color with a little bit less cocoa. Nowadays, the beetroot is the perfect answer to taking that cake away from chocolate or vanilla traditional territory. You don't really notice the beetroot, but it gives it a bit of an earthy grounding that people can't quite put their finger on, that is utterly irresistible. Now that your cocoa is well combined, you're going to take half of your sifted flour and add it to the mix. Half of your buttermilk too. Now that that's well combined, you're going to add the rest of your dry and wet ingredients. For my final step, I'm going to add my white spirit vinegar to my bicarbonate of soda. It's going to fizz, and it's what's going to make this cake really, really rise. One last spin before the magic happens. Now that you've filled your cases almost to the top, but not quite, place your tray into a preheated oven of 170 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. I am a huge fan of cream cheese frosting. I think it goes perfectly with red velvet. It's nice and tangy and it's not too sweet. And we all know that boys don't like things which are too sweet. To make the frosting, I'm going to start off by taking the butter and beating it until it's light and fluffy. Now that my butter is nice and fluffy, I'm going to take my icing sugar, add it all in, and mix it all up. Now, this can get messy. You can use a knife to spread your icing, but I like to use a piping bag because I find that it's more precise. These taste even better than they look. I don't know how he's going to keep his paws off. That's cheeky.